I'm AJ.
I'm Satin.
And welcome to Rooted in Real, where genuine conversation meets grounded perspective. Y'all.
We are so unserious.
Another one for the blooper reel. Could not stop laughing just to start the doggone episode. But okay, here we
are.
are.
So unserious. I don't understand.
It's all right.
Okay.
I think. But welcome back. Thank y'all for joining us for episode
22.
Episode 22. It's about motherhood, expectations versus reality.
Dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. So what the plan for this episode is just to talk about what we thought motherhood was going to be like and all the things that we thought we would be and all the things we thought we would do and things like that versus what it has been for us.
Oh, yeah.
So, Satin, what is something, let's talk about one thing that you, before you had your first kid, you thought that you were going to do in motherhood or the kind of mother you thought you would be?
I didn't think I was going to be a mother.
Oh.
Yeah, I really didn't. And again, that's probably from the upbringing and such like that. I just didn't think I had the capacity to nurture properly.
Okay.
And I was right. Unfortunately.
The expectation met the reality.
The expectation met the reality, and they were equal. But I did have a lot of people around me. My mama.
What?
My mama.
What is that?
It's my cousin Madia. And when I had my first kid,
Mama.
Yes, when
Shout out to Mama.
Shout out to Mama, I love you. When I had my first kid, practically raised her. My oldest couldn't say Madia, and so she would just say Mama. And I remember asking her like, "Why do you call her Mama?" And she said, "She's like my second mama." So
that's cute.
Yeah, it is cute. So I really didn't know how to like nurture.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think that does come along. It can come along with time if you don't know how to do it, because if you weren't nurtured as a child, it's hard for you to then know what a child needs when it comes to being nurtured.
Yes.
You know what
nurture.
not to do.
Right.
But the only tool you have is what not to do.
What not to do. I didn't have and I was so young.
Right. So you didn't even have the forethought that, okay, like I know what I shouldn't do, but what should I do? And it's not like there's ChatGPT at the time for you to just look it up. Like even the internet at the time when you had her wasn't that great.
It was dial up.
Listen, I still remember when I would Google stuff. I mean, there would be
Google.
There'd be like 2, 3, maybe 4 pages of stuff.
Yeah,
but nothing good came after page 1.
Yeah, nothing good after
like
page
everything
1.
after that was just trash. And so like if you were trying to Google something then or ask Jeeves, like you, with the little butler on it, So you know, the information wasn't as prevalent. You would have to get a book.
Yeah.
And even those were outdated a lot of times. But at the time, I mean, you were what, 19 when you had her?
Yes, I was 19.
All young and married.
Man.
I don't even think I didn't have the capacity at 19 to have no kid.
Well,
and I've been nurtured. I was nurtured. I knew exactly what the problem was. Not yet.
I was following the societal norms, which we'll talk a little bit about later on. Of you get married, you have a kid. Yeah. But you know, I just didn't have a concept of nurturing and being a parent and knowing how to change. The only thing that I will say that I had the forethought to do when I had her was you know what, I need to be saved. I need to be saved. I need to like for real get in a church and I can't say for real. I just knew I needed to be in a church setting or in that type of community, because I felt like there were some things, as we talked about in the episode that will be released today, generational curses that I wanted to break. And I did have a concept and an understanding that those things had to be broken under spiritual guidance.
God, yeah. Okay. I get that.
What about you?
So I thought I was going to be a real patient mother.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I thought I was going to be really patient because I guess before I had children, I guess nothing was really causing me not to be patient. Oh, so I thought I was already patient.
Yeah,
like,
you thought you already had it.
I thought I had that skill.
Yeah.
Because nothing was challenging me, though. I didn't realize that. Nothing was challenging my patience in a way that would make me know that I couldn't do it. And I knew because my sisters, they have children, like they've had they got 5 between the 2 of them.
Right. So you were a babysitter.
Yeah, I've kept them, but keeping your own kid is different from keeping somebody else's.
Yes.
When you're the one, and I told them when you get that baby from scratch,
from scratch.
And you're the one that has to make up all the rules.
Right.
You're the one that teaches everything, because my sister would give me the baby, but she told me what to do with it.
Right. She had the rules, had what they needed to eat when they slept.
Yes, I literally, she wrote everything down for my nephew, like everything down. So I just sat there and did exactly what she, like, if he was sick, all right, you give him
right?
Tisha.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Tisha. You give him this, you give him that. She had, everything written down. When he had allergies, he had a gluten allergy.
Oh, wow.
And that was a time when gluten-free was not a real thing.
Yeah.
So she had a whole list of can-dos, can't-dos. The can-dos was real little, can't-dos was real big.
Right.
And she had all about, like, because even, like, I think it was modified food starch.
Oh, yeah.
It's either modified cornstarch or food starch. And so I had to look in the ingredients on everything that I gave that kid. But that's what she did. She gave me all the ingredients that he couldn't have and could have, so I could figure it out. So, like, it's easy to watch somebody else's kid when you already laid the groundwork.
Well, I will say that me and her are very similar in that, because my oldest had some dietary issues and things like that, and I did the same thing.
It's helpful for anybody that's keeping them.
Very specific, and
I loved it.
And she knew too. She was young, and she couldn't speak a lot of things, but she definitely knew what she could and couldn't have. Funny story. Side note. She went with Mama one time, and she went to Mama's father-in-law, which is my cousin, house, and they went fishing at the creek or lake or wherever they were at. And she said, "Can't wait till he was like, we can't wait till we get home and eat or whatever." And she said, I can't eat seafood because I'm allergic.
Like, we done been all out here. You ain't said a word. Right. So it's time to eat, because she ain't know y'all plan to eat it.
He said, well, it's fine. This didn't come from the sea. This came from the lake or the river or whatever, so you can eat it. She said, I don't think so. She told them to call me.
Call my mama.
And she was like, they said I can have the food because it didn't come from the sea. And I was like, and he was joking with her.
Yeah, but she said,
but
nah.
She took that so serious. And I was like, no, baby, you can't have it. You can't have it. And she was
That's
like,
funny.
I told him I couldn't have the seafood because I get seasick.
Not seasick.
Oh. But anyway, so she wrote everything down, but I'm like that.
But yeah, so I thought I was going to be real patient. Now the expectation was patience. The reality is I'm not that patient. The reality is you called my name twice and my eyes twitching. My eyes twitching after you didn't call my name twice when I said, say my
Your
name.
eye twitching?
Say mom.
Mom.
Yes.
Mom.
Yes.
Mom.
And I'm like, what do you want? Like, I said yes very nicely twice. Why aren't you just saying whatever it is that you want to say? Like, what's happening
I think
here?
the expectation is when they say mom, you say, what is it, instead of yes.
But in general, like, if I say yes, because I don't want them to say, I don't say what to them on a regular basis. I don't want them to say what to me. Because I'm also working on modeling the behaviors that I want my children to do.
That's
so,
good.
And you can't sit here and say, well, don't what me. But that's what they hear all the time. So it becomes part of their vocabulary because that's what they hear you say. So I'm like, okay, yes. And usually they'll say what it is they need.
Right.
But sometimes, or when we're in the car, the other day, Jaden wanted to help me cook. And I said, okay. I have to start myself off I have to, and then Jackson came and wanted to help me cook. We were making spaghetti. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, the more the merrier. Everybody come on. The more the merrier is anyway, it was a lot.
You don't decide not to fight that battle.
I just decided. But then Jaden, mom, okay. And then I answered, I would respond, he'd say something. But then he wanted to say something else. And then he'd say, mom. Another conversation ensued. Then, mom. She needed to job. I'm like, buddy, listen, we gotta wait for the water to boil to put the noodles in it. Okay? Okay? It's hot. Don't touch it.
The patience was being tested.
The steam. And he's like, the steam is hot. Yes. Because you about burnt yourself on the steam the last time we made spaghetti like this.
Which is why I didn't want you to help.
But at the end when he says, thank you for helping me and letting me help you.
Right. It makes it all worth it.
But that boy, the patience
the process.
It was thin.
The process, the patience is rough.
And you can't, and see, the thing is, you ask God for patience, he gonna test it.
Right.
Like, you ask him for it, but you can't, like I said, my patience had never really been tested on a regular basis. So I just assumed I was a patient person.
Yeah.
But now when I'm like, hey, Lord, I would like to be more patient with my children, he puts me in situations where I have to practice the patience.
That is.
But I'm like, wait, I ain't got it yet. I don't have it yet. Like, wait a minute. Can you give me some first and then, then we practice?
You know, people say practice makes perfect, but I remember going to a summer camp when I was like 13. And the whole point of the camp was to teach you like breaking rules and things that have been established in the household that may not really be the norm for your own personal life. And one thing they used to say is that practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes you better.
My friend Aisha says, I think she says practice makes progress.
Yeah, that's good.
So it's not perfection. It is you are getting 1% better every time at whatever the thing is that you're practicing.
That's right, because if you strive for perfection and you don't reach it,
the goal is too high.
The goal is too high. The letdown that you feel, the disappointment,
it's hard.
Which is also something we'll discuss in this podcast about the reality versus expectations with motherhood, is that if you set a goal,
you feel real disappointed about it when you don't make it.
Man, it destroys your whole world.
Yeah, it makes me sad that I am not as patient with my children as I thought I was going to be, or that I feel like I should be.
Right.
But self-awareness is key. I'm working on it.
I'm not patient with anybody at all anyway. Like children, husband, friends, family. Very short fuse. Very short fuse.
I'm going to say that I think you might be better than you think.
I might be.
And you might be better than you were before.
Yes, I know I'm
way better than before.
I know I'm way better than I was before because there were no second chances in my life.
Yes, and I feel like, especially with your second kid, you're very patient.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of things that she either says or does that would wreck another parent.
Yeah.
Because she just really be telling. She just look at you and be like, "But I'm telling the truth, Mom."
Yeah. Yeah. She's been like that all her life.
Yes. So another parent might have tried to break that out of her, whereas you were patient enough to just let that develop into.
Right.
She speaks her truth. She speaks yours too.
Right. But also because I made sure that she was respectful in doing so.
Right.
As we are.
She don't have an attitude while she
right. We're trying to raise self-actualized little adults because they're going to be able to navigate the world that doesn't necessarily coddle them.
Right.
And because I'm raising her to be that way, I'm raising her with confidence and boldness, but I'm also raising her to respect other people's thoughts and opinions, even if she doesn't take those on or agree with them. And so a lot of times, initially when she was operating in that behavior, I was like, this is going to be a problem. Because, it looks cute when you're 1 and 2 and 3 years old. But
not so much when you're 14.
Not so much when you're 14, 15, and you're taller than me. You know what I mean?
Because that is wild.
That is wild. Because I'll stand on the chair. But I haven't had to.
Back to the patience.
But yes, so she definitely says a lot of things that kind of takes you back. But she is being honest and truthful, but also she's being respectful and it's like, how can you argue?
Especially when she be bringing the Bible into it.
Man, she be bringing Jesus
she like
into
to quote,
that thing.
Well, Jesus wouldn't, and Jesus said, and
well,
you be like.
We were at church and we were I don't remember the name of the guy in the Bible, but it started with this, and she'll say, and I'll say the name. She's like, yeah, him. He's such and such, or she's such and such. And I'm like,
you right.
Honey, she is her daddy's child.
Mm-hmm.
She is her daddy's child. Because he fights and wins all his battles with the Lord.
All of them.
All of them. But yes.
But yeah, on the patience, the last thing on patience. So I've been talking to my therapist, as usual, and she was talking about how, I was telling her how I want to be more patient. She said, well, yeah, you're going to have to consistently model the things that you're looking for your children to do, right? Consistently. So if I want my youngest to stop whining at me all the time about everything, while that makes me lose my patience, fast.
Yes.
Fast. If I'm not showing him, if I'm just like, stop whining, what do I want you to do instead? It's always about what, like, of course you want them to stop the negative behavior, but you also have to give them what you want them to do instead.
Right.
Because he's 5. He doesn't always remember what you want him to do instead. He doesn't really, and he's 5. He just turned 5.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't always know what to do instead. All he knows is that his emotions are big and he wants to express them.
That's right.
So you have to teach him different ways to express them. So when he keeps crying because it's time to go shower. Okay, Jaden, you can tell me that you're sad. You can tell me that you don't want to stop watching TV. You can tell me that you don't want to go to bed. You can tell me what it is instead of just crying at me.
Right.
When I say crying, mouth wide open, tears. It's ugly.
He crying like he got a whooping.
Yes, and you would think I'm in here beating him like the neighbors probably think I beat him every day.
Look, she got real passionate about that, y'all.
They really think I probably beat him every day at the same time when it's time for him to go take a shower because he cries like that every day. But this morning, right, they were down here playing. His toy broke. Well, not broke, but it came apart. And Jackson was trying to help him, and he said, I'm not happy right now. I'm frustrated.
Oh, look at him. Did you get that boy a gold star?
I'm sorry, your toy broke, but I'm I'm sorry, but
look at you.
Muy bien.
Not the Spanish.
I had a Spanish speaking patient this week, so I've been trying to work on my Spanish with them.
Yeah.
It was cute. But
it's cute.
Yeah, so I was like, having the patience to keep on talking to him about, hey, let's not yell, let's use our feelings. Let's talk about our feelings. Let's put words to our feelings and just tell me what you need. Tell me what you want. Now, are you gonna get what you want? No, because you gotta take a shower and wash your behind and go to bed. It's time. But I can't acknowledge feelings that I don't know exist.
Yes, you are correct.
So I can't validate, hey, I understand that you're sad. I know you don't want to stop watching TV. I know you don't want to stop watching Echo, but it's time to go take a shower.
Yes.
Now. Right. So would you like to, and I give him a choice. Do you want to piggyback or do you want to walk? But you go into the shower.
That's a good choice.
You go, and he might not say anything, but then when I start walking away, I want to piggyback.
Yeah, he's like, wait a minute. The reward is slipping away from
The reward
me.
is slipping away. So and then I say, all right, well, let's stop making all that noise. And he'll get on my back. So then and we'll piggyback upstairs and everything's cool.
That's a good way. That's I mean, not only are you giving them choices, but you're not just saying either you can do it now or you can do it 5 minutes from now.
No.
After I whoop you.
Right.
Like instead of saying that, you're saying, okay, either you can walk or I can give you, like you're giving them something it takes their mind off of their inability to, or their that they can't have something.
Yeah, that they're not
that you're taking something away.
Something.
Yeah,
I did read that one time where this lady said, parenting isn't about like just taking away all their freedom and all their choices. Yeah. If you have a toddler and they don't, you just want to give them options. You say, hey, you can have, like, we're drinking milk today, but do you want either the red cup or the blue cup?
Yeah.
So you're not giving them the option not to drink the milk that you know that they need or whatever. Yeah. Do you want the red cup or the blue cup?
Now, that's something I wish I would have done more with my youngest, is give her the ability to be able to choose, because she has such a hard time choosing. Mm-hmm. She'll say, I like all of them, or I like both of them, or I want to do both of them. And I don't think I've nurtured that enough. And I think it was because she's always just known what she wants.
Yeah.
And so now she's at, she's going to high school. Now she's at the age where maybe she wants something different. Mm-hmm. But because there's multiple choices that look equally appealing to her, she's having a hard time choosing for a lot of things. And it's small things. Okay. And I noticed that it's becoming more prevalent, like in all of the things that she does. And so I want to say I was asking her to do something yesterday. Oh, well, a good example is when we bought Father's Day cards. We went out, we were shopping, and even gifts.
A lot of cards.
There's a lot of cards. And I'm so used to her getting funny cards for her dad, but she's more in the sentimental, I want to speak from my heart phase. Okay. Well, she's already a heart kid anyway.
Yeah, she is.
But
very empathetic.
She's more, her goal is to make us cry. I want to see my parents cry, because it's amazing to her to see we get like overwhelmed with happy emotion. She loves it. I mean...
And meanwhile, my kid is over here trying to startle me every day.
Yeah. Did
I get you, Mom?
Well, I believe your kids need to startle you, because you need some survival skills built up. So, but we went to go buy. See how I bypassed that, y'all?
Right.
We went to go buy the cars, and there were so many cars, but there were two that she wanted to pick, and they were really good cars. I mean, just emotional. They hit you right in the heart, and it's all of the things that she wanted to say. And she's like, I don't know which one I want to get. And I was like, just get both, because they were both good and they both spoke something differently, quite similar, but different. And I knew that they were appealing to her. But
you didn't help her make a choice.
I did not help her make a choice. And that's what I wish.
She didn't make one. Okay.
Right. And I wish I would have done that more. That's a really good.
But now you could, and I mean, I know it seems like she's too old, but you could always start working on it now with finding some small things for her to have to make choices between, so that she can get better. Because I almost feel like not knowing how to make choices is how we get all these memes about women not knowing how to decide what kind of food they want to eat.
Yeah.
Because we don't know how to make choices.
Right, because we don't know how to make choices.
Because nobody told us to.
Yeah.
We didn't have a lot of choices.
That's right. We didn't. We always thought for someone else or did for someone else. And so whatever they liked or want, and then being mothers catering to our kids.
Catering to everybody else except you.
I don't want chicken nuggets to eat tonight, but guess what? They want chicken nuggets, and I'm not making 3 meals or 2 meals.
No.
Everybody eating chicken nuggets and fries.
Yep. We had hot dogs.
With hot dogs.
We had hot dogs last night. Yep. Everybody getting a hot dog.
Yep.
Okay. Something else that I thought I was going to do was take my kids out a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I thought that I was going to be, one of them parents that's like, oh, let's go to the park. Let's go to the bookstore. Let's go to the library. I got a library card. I ain't been since last summer.
I ain't been to the library in a long time.
Right. Ain't been since last summer. Yeah. So we ain't been to the library. We don't go to the park very often. We don't leave the house very often. So whenever we do, they're like, where are we going? Where are we going? Right. Where are we going? And
overstimulated.
Yes. And I'm like, I don't I don't know. Sometimes I just don't like being out with them because I have to focus so much on making sure that they're where they're supposed to be. Nobody took them.
You're not present.
I'm not enjoying the moment. But even, I'm just watching everybody else around me and making sure that these kids are okay and that they're enjoying their moment. But I'm not enjoying a single second of this.
Right. Yeah.
I'm trying to make sure y'all are cool. Now, if William's there, my brain is off.
Yeah. I agree.
But if it's me taking the kids to the library or to the park, now the park, for real, I'm like, ugh. And then, of course, they both want to play on two different things because they're both they're different sizes. So then I'm like, okay, if I take my eyes off of this one for a second, where'd that one go?
Right.
Then I go back, well, where'd that one go?
And put a track on them.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah. So I don't take them out very often. And I thought I was going to be the parent that did that sort of thing and like did art projects.
Oh yeah.
And such.
Yeah.
Even though I don't really like art, I know that kids do.
Yeah. You just thought you were gonna be that fun.
I don't know why though. I don't know why. I just thought I was gonna be like, oh, when I become a mother, I'm gonna do all these things. What we really do is play games inside the house.
Did your mom?
As this dartboard. My mama put this dartboard up here, and it's still here. And we play with it.
It is.
Yeah, we play wall ball. Me and Jackson when his daddy ain't here.
She said when daddy ain't here, you know what that means?
Because he don't like that. He
don't like to be doing it.
He don't like the balls being thrown around in the house. So we don't do that when Dad's home. He apparently no. Jackson snitched on me because he apparently I left the house and he was dribbling the ball inside the house, and so William was outside, and he comes in and he's like, "Hey, why is it like you having a whole basketball?"
Oh yeah, I was here one day when he did that.
So he gonna ask him, "Why you in here? It sound like you playing a whole basketball game in the living room." He was like, "Well, mom let me dribble in the house," and William said, "Oh, she does.
Does she? Oh yeah,
bro."
That's between us. I'm trying to give you a reward.
Just like how I broke the window.
That's probably why when he came to the house, he broke the window
downstairs in the back. We were out anyway. We were playing baseball outside, and it was my fault. But I didn't say a whole lot. But then Jackson goes and tells William the whole story, and I was like,
"Aren't you glad that your kids don't lie?"
I am. I can't say nothing because I'm like, I'm glad you didn't lie about it. Glad you told the truth.
When he came to the house, Savannah had a soccer ball and a basketball and a football. And he was bouncing one of the balls. And I came in. Well, he picked it up. And like, I guess his thought process was to bounce it. And he bounced it. And I walked by. And he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to do that." And I was like, "I don't care nothing about that. Just don't. Well, ain't nothing to knock over and break. Just don't go over there on this part or whatever." Mm-hmm. He was like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I went on upstairs and did whatever, and he was down there just bouncing and having a good old time.
And dribbling him ball.
And then at some point I came downstairs and he was like, "I think I've done it too much. Like, I think I need to stop because I'm getting really excited about this. And I don't know if I'm able to control it and keep it from going over there." Like, he was rationalizing.
That's Jackson.
I'm just saying, keeping himself in order. Like, so you're doing a very good job.
Somebody else's house, because he don't do that at my house.
Yeah, because
the ball be everywhere at my house.
And the problem is, I don't care. He can have it everywhere at the house. And he still is like, "I'm somewhere else."
That's nice to know.
It is. I keep telling you. I keep telling her, when her kids are with me and they come to my house or we're together, all of the things that she's teaching them to do that they don't exhibit in front of her, they do at my house. They do with me.
That's great. Because that's really what I want, is for you to exhibit these things outside the house.
And I keep telling you, psychology says that when your kids are loud and rambunctious and all over the place,
they feel safe or whatever. But I need them to chill out.
Because
mom's patience is still thin. Chill. Golly. But anyway, what's something else that you thought that you were gonna do, is like when maybe after the first one that you thought maybe you do, but you still don't do with the second one?
I thought I was gonna be more hands-on, arts and crafts, and take them places and stuff, because with the oldest I didn't get a chance because I worked so much
all the time.
And the little things that I did do, she was ready to go with Mama and her cousins, because it's like, okay, I'm with my cousins. So when I'm with mom, it's like, yeah, we could do those things if you want to do them.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And my oldest is also, she plays well by herself. She did. Mm-hmm. The oldest
usually does.
Yes, the oldest usually does. And the youngest, however, does not. Like, she will, but it is her very least favorite thing to do. And so I thought by the time I had her, because the place I was in my life, being married again.
You got to say it that hard.
Well,
again.
Well, I mean, the again part was the blessing. Mm-hmm. But being married a second time and having an older child, because they are 9.5 years apart. Mm-hmm. And so I thought, okay, at this point, I'm going to be more relaxed. I'm going to be more safe. But again, I still was working on some things, so I didn't feel safe. But I thought that's what I was going to do. I thought I was going to be the parent. And I done arts and crafts with her? Yes. I've done all of those things. I'm an artsy person.
Yeah, you are.
And she enjoys
You're very crafty.
Yes, I am very crafty. Yes, that comes from lack.
Maybe that's why I'm not.
I really do.
I wish I was more crafty.
I'm not saying people can't intuitively already be like arts and crafts and stuff like that, but I'm not an artistic person by nature. I think I am by
necessity.
Like
you had to.
Yes, I had to. So I think a lot of things, again, why in the episode they're releasing today, when I talk about keeping them boxes.
I won't do it again. It's okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I sent her a picture I was cleaning out yesterday. I was cleaning out some things yesterday because we are working on the hoarder mentality, y'all. Yes.
But what did you send me the picture of?
I sent her the picture of an old pill bottle. And I mean, it was an old pill bottle.
And it got no sticker on it anymore.
It don't have a sticker.
She clearly has already peeled the sticker off to use it for something before.
Yes, it was dirty because it had stuff that I used it for storage.
And it had what, batteries in it?
Batteries, it had chapstick, it had some like pieces.
Batteries and chapstick?
Yes.
Now I noticed when you sent me the picture of it thrown away, that stuff wasn't in it anymore.
No, I took the stuff out because the batteries were good. I did throw the chapstick away.
I hope so, because it was next to the batteries.
Yeah.
Everybody to be radioactive.
Look, old me with a cap and be like,
you have some radioactive lips.
Let's see if I get some powers. Let's see what this does.
Like I
need any more illnesses or sickness.
Right.
I don't need to test the Lord no more. We good. But it had that, and it had like a eyeglass kit, which I don't even wear glasses anymore. But
anyway, getting rid of the hoarder mentality.
Yes, getting rid of the hoarder mentality. And I was like, she said, absolutely not, or something like that. And so I threw it in trash and took a picture again, and she was like, thank you. Thank you. But yes, I that's where my craftiness comes from, is the necessity. And she loves that part about me because she's an artistic kid. And she loves to paint, and she loves to draw, and she loves to clay make. She wanted a kindling for Christmas. We don't have the space for it.
A what?
A kindling. You know, the
no
oven. She says, no, I don't.
I don't know.
It's the oven that you put pottery in to bake it.
Oh, the fire thing. Okay.
She wanted one of those. We don't have the space for it. I said, when we get the space, we'll get you that. We bought her like a mini pottery wheel. So she can do that, but you don't require it. Just can air dry. You don't need to put it in. But she wanted
that fire.
Yeah,
that's how the people around here say it. Fire.
People around here do not say fire. People in
lies you tell. Now all these patients I see on a regular basis talking about the fire and foil and oil. Ain't no way you ain't, no ma'am.
But yes. The expectations versus reality. There were 4.
The myths, the norms.
The myths and the norms. So the first one is the present and perfect mother. Mm-hmm.
There's that word perfection again.
As we just talked about the presence. I'm here, but I'm physically here, but I may not mentally be.
You may not be. And it's hard because being the perfect mother doesn't exist.
It does not exist.
It doesn't exist. But what I have learned...
Oh, do you know June Cleaver?
I do, from Leave It to Beaver.
Well, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, Leave It to Beaver. Good night, Walt. Good night. Who are all the things everybody say good night to each other at the end of the episode?
Right.
Yeah, Leave It to Beaver. But being perfect just doesn't exist.
It doesn't.
But what I have learned recently, and Jackson seems to really appreciate it, Jaden's getting there, but when I do something that I am not proud of, where that's not perfect, I apologize.
Ooh, that's good.
So I say, hey, while, you should have done, I'll start off with, hey, I'm sorry that I yelled at you for not picking up your toys.
Right.
That's usually not it, but
I do apologize to my kids.
Yeah, I apologize for yelling at you for not picking up your toys. I should have said that a different way.
Yeah.
You should have picked up your toys, but I didn't need to yell at you about it. I apologize because I want him to model up, and then he'll say, well, I'm sorry, Mom. You told me to pick up my toys, and I should have picked up my toys when you told me to, and not when I felt like it.
Yep.
So I say, that's great. We hug it out. We try to do better the next time. So I don't usually end up yelling at him about the same thing over and over again. It's usually something different.
Yeah. Yeah, it is something
that
different.
ends up happening. But there's this girl that I follow. Her name's Destiny Ann. And she teaches about gentle parenting and such, and tells you the differences between permissive and gentle parenting.
Yeah.
And having the boundaries and all the rules and such. But
because people are very confused.
Very confused. Because permissive parenting is not what everybody's people are going off too far and doing it. But anyway, that's a whole nother episode that we're gonna talk about one day.
Yeah, we sure can.
But having the connection, connecting with your kids.
Yeah.
and then before you can even try to scold them about something, and then have the repair of, okay, listen, I didn't mean to do that.
That's really
so like
good.
you cannot sit here and say that your kid is acting up and doing all these things if you haven't had any connection with them at all.
Right, and that's what this says. It says the societal expectation that mothers must be highly attentive, constantly present, and perfectly composed, often minimizing the less glamorous or exhausting realities of parenting.
Right, constantly there is crazy.
That is real crazy. Because
you gotta be able to do something by yourself.
Well, because also you're not constantly there for yourself.
No, I'm not there for myself at all. Another therapy talk. Like another thing that we had was I'm not there for myself, so I can't be there. Like I can't be there for you all the time.
Yeah, I cannot. And
you know
it's
how
hard.
exhausting that is.
Right, and and I know a lot of people say, well, if you couldn't be a mother, why did you have children? I don't think people understand when you decide to have you get with a partner and you decide to have children, nowhere in your mind is it thinking that you're not going to show up and be present in your kids' lives. And for me, that was a huge, another aspect is mom guilt. That was a huge issue for me because with my first kid, I worked all the time. So
you weren't present.
My physical presence wasn't felt. And all of the sacrifices I made, now she appreciates it now, but when I was younger, I think when she was younger, she was like 9 years old. She told me she don't work, she don't do anything because the period that I was home for a brief moment, it was because I was ill. And then I was like, all she knew was I was never there, rarely there, occasionally stepping in,
and then when you were there,
or at least that's what
nothing.
From my perception that I was just not there. And then when I was there, like my mom ain't even doing nothing because I had wore myself out.
Doing everything
and then went back to work and that was at the time I wasn't showing up for you the way I wanted to, and so that it's hard. That presence, being present and going against societal norms and trying to make sure that you don't feel guilty about not physically being there or physically being there and not mentally being there.
Right.
Yeah. The second one is the motherhood paradox, and that's the complex pressures on women to work as if they don't have children, which is what we talked about just now. Wow.
Simultaneously.
That's right. Thank you. Y'all know I can't say words.
I got you. You got a friend in me.
You got a friend in me. While parenting as if they don't work.
Yes. So they expect you to, as a mother, go to work, pretend like your kids don't affect your job, period.
That's right.
But then when you come home, pretend like you don't have a job.
Right.
So I'm not supposed to be tired when I come home. When I've been at work for 10 hours today and I pick you up and we done raced over here, raced home. Now you got practice and I'm supposed to pretend like I'm not tired from being at work all day long.
That's right.
And be just as present as I normally would be if I did not have a job.
That's right.
Y'all, it's unrealistic.
It is so unrealistic.
Because you feel bad that you have to work.
Yes.
But then if you're not working, like you just feel bad either way.
Yes.
You feel bad in either direction. So I mean, like, what do y'all want us to do? What do y'all want from us?
There is a balance, but it's so hard to draw that balance. And the reason why is because, especially now, there's rarely anybody that can function. Everybody needs two income household.
Yeah.
Two income house.
Dual income.
Yes.
But I got kids. Can't be in no dink.
You ain't no dink. Everybody, you need, and not just two incomes, you need multiple streams of income.
From each person.
Right, to be able to give a life.
Speaking of, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share this podcast.
That's right.
Speaking of multiple streams of income. Yeah. Tell your friends.
Tell your mama and them, all of them.
All of them. Both of them, all of them.
Both of them, all of them. Yes, and so you need multiple streams of income to be able to even take care of your own household and the children. And people say, well, why aren't people having kids? That's why it's expensive.
My kids eat all the time. Food is, full meals to snacks. It's not even just like they're snacking all day. Because people are like, well, if you don't let them snack all day. Well, no, they're not snacking all day. They eat a full breakfast. Hey, we hungry.
Right.
It's been 15 minutes.
Their metabolism is high.
It's been 15 minutes. Yes. What do you mean you need a snack?
That's right.
Then they'll turn around, eat a snack,
Bottomless
eat lunch,
pits.
eat a snack, eat dinner, eat a snack. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
They eat all the time. But the one thing is, I used to feel guilty because my kids spend more time away from me than they do with me.
Yeah.
So then when I felt like I wasn't present, when I did show up with them, then I felt even guiltier for being tired I'm not even with you all day.
Well, that for real is I feel that all the time because my youngest, she's in school most of the days. And then when she gets out of school, her and her dad, they go to the library or they go to the church and do her homework. They go to different scenes, different areas so that she can, her mind can be stimulated and not just at home or inside four walls in a building anywhere.
Yeah.
So that she can, properly, do her homework and just get outside. It's like take a break from school because she's been in school all day long. And then by the time she gets home, let's say 5 days a week, by the time she gets home is 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the afternoon. Then
that's evening.
That's evening. She gotta take a shower and then get in the bed.
And go home.
So I haven't seen her. So then on Saturdays, she wakes up early. I'm not up.
You are not?
Right. Because I have gotten into the habit, especially now that I'm going through illness. I say now, I mean, I've been going through illness for a long time, various illnesses, but
this one is
a doozy.
It is a doozy.
It is a doozy, and so the mental and the physical fatigue and stuff that I've experienced, I'm in the bed, especially after filming the podcast on Friday.
Yeah,
we have experienced it. I've been like, woo.
She's falling asleep on the couch.
Yes, I have been over here and just couldn't do it. And sometimes you'll go back and look at some of the episodes and you'll see me.
You can tell when she was real, like she was pushing through.
Yeah, I was pushing through. Yeah, and it's really hard. And that's my everyday life. And so me trying to adjust that. And I know there are plenty of people that have autoimmune and that can function or they are pushing themselves to function because they work a 9 to 5 and they don't have a choice. Well, I do have a choice because I don't work anywhere because my life is set up that way. And so trying to show up and be present in other people's lives while I'm also trying to show up and be present in my own life and fulfill dreams and hopes and stuff is extremely hard. I have felt an extreme amount of guilt, especially in the last 2 years, with that because she's not at home. And then on Saturday, I'm not up to it. And then Sunday she's at church and they're going all day. Yeah. We go to 2 separate churches.
And this girl decided they was going to go on a bike ride.
Yeah.
For how long? An hour?
We did.
They went on an hour-long bike. She ain't rode a bike in a minute. Now, she likes to ride bikes.
I like to ride bikes.
But she ain't rode no bike since she got this here illness.
Yes.
Right? And then she chooses to ride a bike for an hour. She was down for the rest of the week.
I was down for the count, y'all.
Down for the rest of the week. I think we filmed that week. We must have filmed that Friday. And you can tell in them episodes that she looked tired.
Yeah.
She did that on like a Monday. Like she
I look like Snoop. Bikes. I was like, I looked at boy. You go back and watch the episodes, you'll see I'm like this.
Trying to just hold it together.
There was not one clip that I tried to pull where I didn't look like I had sick of weed. I heard that on.
I could not with you.
Money said that on the clip when they were talking about not touching the kids. You come around, smell like smoke, you smell like sick of weed. That's my new word. Sick of weed. That's what I look like. For real. And because I felt so guilty and she was home and she doesn't ask for a lot and they're so understanding. And she was like, well, Mom, she's like, I'm not bored, but I wish there was something I could do outside. Because again, she could do something 10 minutes later, she could be exhausted and be like, let's do something else. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, let's go outside and let's ride bikes. Now, should I have done 20 minutes like you suggested? Yes.
Maybe start off small.
Yes, but my thought was because I know my kid, she's going to say, Mom, we were all out here for 20 minutes. That's not a long time. So I was like, the longer, the better. And if I get sick, in my mind, I'm fine. I can deal with it. Because again, I'm navigating a new norm. I was not fine.
How'd that work out for you?
I was not fine.
Not fine.
Not fine. Not only was I tired, everything in my body hurt.
You were hurt.
Yeah.
You were tired.
Yeah.
It was rough.
So yes, to summarize,
mom guilt.
Yes, mom guilt. Is real.
Mom guilt is real, and it's hard not to have it. People are like, just don't feel guilty. But I mean, you say that, but like I still feel like I'm not doing enough for my kids.
That's right.
But anyway, that's another therapy talk. Because my therapist is like, listen, you're doing the best you can.
You're doing the best you can.
You're right.
Yeah.
But I probably could still be doing better. And
I just said that today. I said, I don't think my best is good enough anymore.
And I said, you literally can't give any more. Literally can't give any more to anybody than you can. Like you're doing the best you can do.
I am doing the best
in your current state. But okay, what's the next one?
All right, so the next one is instant maternal instinct. The myth that every woman immediately bonds with her baby and intuitively knows exactly how to soothe, feed, and manage the child's development from day one.
Day zero.
I had absolutely no idea. As I said about me not knowing how to nurture, I had no maternal instinct. None. I had survival instinct.
Yeah.
And I knew how to defend. And I knew how to provide. I knew she was going to have a roof over her head, clothes on her back, food in her stomach.
Yeah. No matter. I had that part.
Yeah. By any means necessary. I knew that it was and because my situation wasn't ideal,
right?
I knew that she was going to be taken care of. but I had no maternal instinct in terms of nurturing and loving and just how to talk to. And I babysat kids, but not how to talk to a baby and just my emotions. And we discussed that in one of the episodes. I want to say the episode that we're releasing today, where we were talking about just yelling and screaming because I wasn't emotionally mature and I wasn't, at a place where I was in survival mode. Yeah. I had none. It was terrible.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. But it doesn't happen. It doesn't come naturally to every woman. And I think that shouldn't, that also will give people guilt. Yes. That you don't know what to do when the baby first comes out and you don't know how to handle it. You don't understand what all the cries mean. Right. They make you feel like you should know that stuff right off rip. But you really have to get to know the baby. Yes. You have to get to know the kid and figure out what it is that they want, what it is that they need. Yeah. Not every baby, they all want the same sort of things, but they all might want it differently.
Yes, they do.
And you have to figure that out on your own. And I just feel like they don't give us enough tools. There's no grace either. Yeah. Like you leave the hospital, you've been there a day and they're like, all right, deuces.
Deuces.
You just gonna let me go?
You gonna let me go with this thing?
I don't know about this. Okay. We get home and I'm like, hey, this your house.
This your house too? See all the people, see all the things.
I'm between your bassinet. Let's see. Okay. Bringing a baby home for the very first time is like, surreal. What am I doing here?
I will say that my first kid was very easy in terms of that. And I believe, this is my personal belief, is that the Lord knew. Like I say this
that
all the time.
Know what you was doing.
Right. He didn't know what I was doing. I really believe, I say this all the time, that the Lord really, he modeled my kids, built them. He was like, in the room, this is what you're going to do and be because this is who your mom is right now. He really made those kids for me. And she didn't cry a lot. She didn't fuss a lot. She was a very good kid. People always wanted to babysit her. She was happy, and so she wasn't fussy. The stages like colicky and all that stuff. Like that. She didn't have any of those. Now she did have a few health challenges, I say, but she didn't have anything that I couldn't already manage. Again, because to me that was in the scope of being surviving and protecting. And so I was able to manage those things. And again, I had certain people around me that were able to give her those things. So also in my mind, I was like, I don't have to have the maternal instinct and be nurturing because there are other people around her that are giving her that.
The village.
Yes, the village.
The village had you.
The village had me, yes, and her. And so that's a real thing.
Okay.
The maternal mom instinct. Okay, the last one is the happy mother. The pressure to feel complete, fulfilled, and joyous at all times, which ignores the very real challenges of sleep deprivation and the loss of personal time, which we have said.
If I can't fill if I can't fill my own cup up, I ain't happy.
Yes.
I'm not gonna be happy all the time. I'm not gonna be happy when you sitting up here with this newborn. And the thing is, like, the newborn stage tends to be
very exhausting.
It is exhausting. It's one of the easiest because you know exactly, hey, they woke up, they hungry. But they waking up every 2 hours. Yeah. You want me to be happy? That's right. Like, I am grateful. I'm exhausted. Yeah. I'm happy this baby's alive. I'm happy this baby is crying because that means that they're healthy. But like, I am not a happy person. Right. I have joy in this season, but being happy is crazy. Like, I don't know.
I think that's something that is so hard to understand in that moment because who is even thinking about being happy? Who is thinking about
I'm trying to survive.
Anything? I'm just trying to make sure this child is fed properly because are they eating enough? Are they eating enough?
Because I was breastfeeding.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you eat. I don't know what's going in your body. Right. Are you eating enough?
Like you're crying and I've changed you and you're not sleepy, but maybe you are sleepy.
Do you have gas?
Do you have gas? Did you eat enough? Maybe you didn't eat enough.
Let's try again.
It's so much.
Yeah, that's a lot. So much. But I mean, society puts a lot of pressure on women that they don't put on men when it comes to children.
They don't.
Like the man is supposed to, protect and provide, feed the children.
You see it all the time where if a dad is out with the kids,
oh my gosh, you're doing so good. Look at you handling them babies by yourself. And mom's out and they be like, oh, she on her phone. Right. She ain't even present. She ain't even paying attention to them kids.
And she might be texting the doctor's office or calling them back or whatever.
I could be doing anything right now or texting my husband that, hey, where you at?
Right.
Like,
and I'm not bashing dads. It's just they get a lot. And it's now it's more prevalent where you have stay-at-home dads and that is true, but
they get a lot of praise for women's baseline.
They do.
For women's perceived baseline, they get a lot of praise. And I'm like, that's...
I recall a time where we were at a function that's regular every week. And my husband happened to do our youngest daughter's hair.
Oh, you did tell me about this.
Yes, at the time, I was having some issues with carpal tunnel. He did her hair, and I did her hair every week for her entire life at the time when she was like, I think she was like 2 or something like that. And came in, oh, he did a great, your hair is so pretty, da 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 da. That's not unusual for them to say. And she was like, yeah, my dad did it. And then the whole thing about her dad doing her hair and the praising him, and not just praising him, but praising him to the fault of knocking me down. Why they're praising him. You don't have to knock me down while you praising him.
Yeah, you don't.
Just praise him that he did her hair. He's a good dad. He did it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not one to bite my tongue. But the place where we were at, I had to bite my tongue. And I was livid. And I remember getting in the car going, we always drove separately, and me going home, and in the moment I thought about it and then I let it go. And then I got home, he said, oh, a lot of people were complimenting her hair and blah, blah, blah. He's like, all of it came back.
Yeah.
And we didn't have an argument, we didn't fuss about it or anything, but I remember explaining it to him. He said, oh, I don't think they meant that. I said, yes, they did. They meant it exactly how they said it. And yes, I could have been sensitive in that moment. Yes, I could. All of those things could have been true. But it still made me realize, again, he gets praised
for something I do every week.
For something I do every week.
Because you're supposed to. You're her mom.
Because you're supposed to. Because I'm her mom.
Yeah.
And I was so livid. And this,
bare minimum activity gets a lot of praise.
A lot of praise.
From men and for men. And I don't get it.
But, I was 50 high. And after that, I said, I'm going to make sure that instead of biting my tongue, I say something, because again, as you were teaching your kids, being able to express your feelings, but I was trying not to make a bigger deal out of it than it was. But
it was a big deal to you.
It was a big deal to me. It was an extreme big deal to me at the
I get
time.
That.
Yes. The happy mother.
Yes.
The present and perfect mother. Mm-hmm. The motherhood paradox of feeling like you work, but don't
work like you don't have kids, but have kids like you don't work.
That's right. And then having the instant maternal instinct.
Yes. A lot of the myths.
Or natural.
Myths that people think should be a norm that we know can't be.
They can't be.
They just can't be. So listen, the take home point is, before you have kids, you can think about all the things you want to do and try to implement. But if if the reality doesn't meet your expectation, as long as your kids are happy, healthy, loved, nurtured, and cared for, you're doing a great job.
Absolutely.
You're doing a beautiful job with your children. And you just keep it up.
Keep it up.
Stop trying to be perfect. Be you, and those kids will love you the way that you show up for them.
That's right.
All right.
That's good.
All right.
Thank you guys for joining us again today. We hope to see you next time.
Next week. Bye.
Bye.